I want to take a couple moments today to talk through a very common question I get from a lot of first-time home buyers, and that is, what are the steps to buying your first home? If you're not familiar with the process, it can be pretty intimidating. So what I want to do today is just break it down into 5 simple steps that you should be aware of when you are looking for your first home. Step number 1 is to get pre-qualified by a lender. Now, chances are that if you're a first-time home buyer, you're going to have to borrow some money to make your first purchase. So what you need to do is to find some lenders who you trust and to talk to them about what kind of loan you qualify for, whether or not that's FHA, VA, conventional. Find out what kind of interest rates you qualify for to see if you can save yourself some money in the long run. And finally, and most importantly, figure out how much of a loan you can take out. Now, it's very important to know this because if you only qualify for $150,000 of a loan, you don't want to go looking at houses that are $300,000. You need to know realistically how much you can afford to look at so that you're not wasting any of your time. So step number 1, go get that pre-approval, figure out what kind of homes you can look at. Step number 2 is to do some personal research on the different homes and cities around the area. So for example, if I'm looking to move into a neighborhood, I might want to do some research on what the schools are like. I might want to talk to other people who know about the area. And most importantly, I need to look at the kind of homes that are available in that area. Now, a lot of people go on websites like Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com and find a lot of good information on there. But I think that the best thing you can do is find an agent that you trust and align yourself with them because they can give you the most up-to-date and accurate and detailed information possible about the different homes on the market. So at this point, you could start looking at some pictures, looking at some statistics, and getting yourself familiar with how much homes cost on the market, as well as what they're looking like in different neighborhoods. Step number 3 is to go ahead and start looking. So once you've found some neighborhoods and some homes you're interested in, you talk with your agent and you set up some days where you go ahead and look at maybe 3 to 6 properties at a time, and you start recognizing what it is that you really like about these homes and what it is you don't like. Now, the thing I always tell my clients is that if you walk into a home that you're interested in and you leave and you say, man, I really could see myself living here and I'd be kicking myself in the butt if someone else got the home, that is a home that is seriously worth putting an offer in. If you can look in that home and you could feel like I could live here and I could see myself making a life here for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, those are the type of homes that you want to put an offer in. And that brings us to our next step. Step number 4, now that we found the home that we love, we're putting in an offer. Now this is where it gets really important to have a real estate agent working with you that you trust, because there's a lot of little intricacies that go on with the purchase contract that you have to be aware of. What our down payment is, how much earnest money to put down, are we asking for any closing costs, are we asking for home insurance, what kind of inspections do we want to get done. These are all things that a good real estate agent will talk with you about and lay out the pros and cons of the different decisions that you can make. Now, step number 5, if everything went smooth with our offer, we get it accepted and it's time to move on to the closing process. Now, once again, if you have a good agent, the closing process can actually go quite smoothly. So once your offer is accepted, you want to go ahead and reach back out to your lender and start your loan application for the legitimate loan that you're going to go ahead and use on closing day to purchase this property. So your lender is probably going to ask for a lot of things like proof of income and different credit reports. You'll also want to go ahead and schedule all of your inspections within that first usually 7 to 10 days. Once those inspections are done, your agent will talk to you about whether or not we want to negotiate for any repairs to be made to the home or whether or not we're going to ask for any other concessions to help pay for any of the repairs. Once your loan is approved, you'll go ahead and have an appraiser go ahead and look at the home and appraise the property. And at that point, if the inspections appraisal and loan all go through, you'll go ahead and schedule your time with the title company, where they'll do a title search on the property and eventually have you go ahead and sit down and sign your closing documents. Now, this process could take anywhere from 30 days to 45 days to 60 days to sometimes even longer. It all depends on what the seller's looking for and what the buyer's looking for, as well as what it is they're able to negotiate. So that was not the most detailed description in the world, but I wanted to at least lay out in broad spectrum the 5 main parts of purchasing your first home. If you have any other questions about the details of this, please feel free to reach out to me. You could reach me via call, text, email, whatever works best for you. My name's Dave Shalero. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Traditions. I'd love to help you with the purchase or listing of your home. Have a great day, everybody.